Friday night, I draw time to Chibia, my feet. Oh, Tim, hallelujah. Yeah, mama. Oh, Fridays. I know that be your best days, you boys, Charlie. We are back. Fridays. Almost then. Friday and Tuni Pafo, but Charlie boys, yet the careful and moment. We they love you boys. Without you people, we cannot do this channel. And it's good to be back. We are back again. We are back. My name still remains John Fu. This is Ghana Premier League Plus. The Ghana Premier League is back this weekend and it kicks off at the Accra Sports Stadium with Accra Lions playing against Accra Hearts of Oak. This is like a mini Manchester derby or something. The first one visions, but the main people they are more that division in teaching. But before we get into the game, please remember to like, share, and subscribe to this YouTube channel. Now, let's get into the details. Now, Accra Hearts of Oak playing against Accra Lions. I know some of you might not be interested in this match, but even with that, Accra Lions themselves, even are battling relegation immensely. Even for Hearts of Oak, they have nothing to lose at this point. 3 games to go. They are not going to win the Premier League. They are not going to win the MTN FA Cup. They are going trophyless for the 3rd season running. A mighty team like Accra Hearts of Oak is going trophyless for the 3rd season running. It's shocking, but well, we leave Tamakolo, Mr. Vincent, and Co to do what they are supposed to do. But to the main topic, this match is going to be very interesting at the Accra Sports Stadium. The first leg, it was a very entertaining game. Accra Lions versus Hearts of Oak. It went 3-2 in favor of Hearts of Oak. A very entertaining game, back and forward coach. And at that time, it was Ibrahim Tanku who was the coach. But currently, there's a different manager, which is Rainer Kraft, the German. He came in January, 15 January. And since then, not inconsistent, consistent at times. He has played 15 games, won 7, drawn 7, and he has lost 1. So it has not been all that smooth for Accra Lions, but when it matters most, they get the job done. And you look at their game against Accra Hearts of Oak, that sent a big statement to their relegation threatening teams. It showed that when they want to play, they can really produce the goods on that day. And it's very interesting for them. And I want to start from an Accra Lions point of view. You look at the team last season, a team that finished second, and this season they are languishing in the bottom half of the table. It's very interesting. And we have come to know Accra Lions as a team that work with Amazon. When they have quality players, the next season they begin to sell these players. And no wonder. And let me go have a list of players who were sold or left the club after last season, an impressive season, finishing second. And let me mention these. They had about 17 players who left the team. And these are the main 8 players which really helped the team. Now, first of all, we have Mohamed Yaya. He was their top goal scorer last season with 6 goals. David Odro left to Barcelona. A deal like that comes once in a lifetime. When you see those kind of the Charlie, no go fit talk, say you no go. Daniel Awini, Dominic Amponsan, Shaukan, Mohammed, Issa Hussein, Emmanuel Jigba, Andrew Owusu. So these are about 8 players. There are a lot of players. There are about 9 players who left the club. So it shows you how a lot of players left this club and new players also came in. And these players who have also come in, the likes of Lucy in Wavo from Sunshine Stars. It has been a very difficult season for all of them to adapt because coming into a different league and with a different coach. And mind you, within 1.5 years, they've had 3 coaches. Jim Francis, one, he helped them finish second. And they brought in Ibrahim Tanko, and now they brought in Rainer Kraft. So within the space of about 1 year, they've had about 3 coaches. And it not be easy to say, Charlie, good team player, you go come, you day 1.5 year, 3 coaches. Oh man, different tactics, different philosophies, and you have to blend them in also your own style of playing. So it has been very difficult for this Accra Lions team, but they are where they are, and they have 35 points at the moment, and they are 16th at the moment. So, and you look at the teams above them, Young Apostles, Visions FC, Caroline United, all of them are struggling to stay in the Ghana Premier League, and it will be very difficult for them because you look at past seasons. The number of points teams used to stay in the Ghana Premier League is at least maximum 45 points. And look at the points they have now. They have 35 with about 2 games to go after they play this game. So they have, so they will be able to accumulate a maximum of about 9 points. So you add it to their 35 points which they have now. That is what 14. That's 4. So you add it to that. What have they gotten? 44 points. And you look at Kerala United, you look at Young Apostles and Co. They too, also they have an outstanding game. Lucky for them, they have a game against Intra-Swachuman. That 3 points, 3 goals thing. So it will be very difficult for Accra Lions. But in the game against Accra Hearts of Oak, it's going to be very, very difficult for them to get that win. They played since they entered into the Premier League. Try them play 8 games plus Hearts of Oak. The Hearts of Oak go 7, then win 1. So you see the way the team go. Where this season, Accra Lions have been very poor. They've not won an away game. Even that game against Swachuman, 11 matches, they've not won. They've not even won 14 matches. They've lost 11. They've drawn 3. So it shows you how poor they've been on the road. And Accra Hearts of Oak on the other side have not really lived up to expectations of teams, of people this season and their fans themselves. And everyone will attest to the fact that Hearts of Oak have been poor, inconsistently inconsistent. That's the word I always use for Abubakar Ouattara and his team. Sometimes they get onto a nice run of form to make you, the fan, believe that, oh, Charlie, we are going on an impressive run. Then, hey, your man go this one, go find some this one. Now a team where them 1-0 wins, them do them like 6 times. Where them score more than 2 goals 5 times this season, out of about 32 games. See, this kind of team, they won't win championship. So Charlie, they've not been hitting the ground running. And you look at the attack, and the main problem Hearts of Oak have faced this season has been the attack. They've not really been able to put the ball at the back of them. Look at Hamza Issa last season, 13 goals. This season, he has about 6 goals. Actually, oh, the guy, it be sad though. This be the kind of people you say, make we call them for the Black Stars. You look at Manly Wayo too, he has not been that impressive, but last week he was able to break that goal drought against Bekum Chelsea. But as for their defense has been really solid in the midfield. Even though they lost Sani Mohammed, they've still been able to produce the goods for Abubakar Ouattara and his team. And Kelvin Osaisibi and Co have really done a solid job at the back for Accra Hearts of Oak. And you look at their goalkeeper too, Benjamin Asari, a world-class goalkeeper who saves his team when his team needs him. So I think it's going to be very interesting. But where I think this game will really be won is I'm looking at Accra Lions, and I watched the game against Asante Kotoko. The way they hustled this Asante Kotoko team, Joseph Awote, the likes of Lawrence, in the Ewe man in the midfield, and also Louis in Kwafo, the way they hustled this Asante Kotoko team. And Accra Hearts of Oak have proven time and time and again that when you show them consistent pressure, they'll fumble at the back and they'll lose possession. And that game against Asante Kotoko, it's not as if Accra Lions were the better team, but they did what they needed to do that way. And for a German coach, Rainer Krabs, we know they're all about bang, 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 pressing, high mentality pressing, high game pressing. So it's going to be very difficult for them. But if they are able to implement that, I think they'll be able to have a tool at Accra Hearts of Oak. But for Accra Hearts of Oak, they'll be playing at home at the Accra Sports Stadium. I think the fans, everyone want them to finish well. So I'll be tilting to Accra Hearts of Oak win. But if Accra Lions are able to take a leaf out of that Asante Kotoko match, I think they'll be able to pull up a surprise against this Accra Hearts of Oak team. So guys, this is the end of the show. Ghana Premier League is back. Please remember to like, share, and subscribe. My name is John Fu. Please remember to stay tuned for this channel for more Ghana Premier League updates. Until then, peace.